Welcome to the Shameless Plug with Crimson Vibes and Denise's Creative Mind.
We spotlight the real, no shame in the game. Two queens with the mic calling out your name. From side hustle dreams to headline steam, we raise your voice, we build your team. We don't whisper, we amplify. Your story's power can't touch the sky. This ain't luck, it's divine design. You show up and we align. This is the Shameless Plug, we show you love. Co-sign, you shine like stars above. Dennis and Denise, the dream tag team. Plugged in, turned up, shameless and supreme. Let them watch you break the mold. Your biz, your brand, your story too. You're next, you're bold, the space is yours. We open paths, unlock new doors. No filters needed, just your flame. We hype your purpose, speak your name.
Shameless Plug.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another blessed episode of the Shameless Plug podcast. I am Denise A. Connor, aka Denise's Creative Mind, and we have
I am Denise Taylor, aka Crimson Vibes Productions.
Hey, we are D&D.
I like that D&D. We gotta get some shirts that say D&D.
D&D, right? Shameless Plug podcast.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Yeah,
We
we're gonna put that together.
All right.
You created though. You the creative one on that, and you create. Wait, you do the graphic for it, and then yeah. I know. I gave you another project, right? I know.
Not even 30 seconds into the show, and you don't gave me something to do already and whatnot.
I'm so sorry.
You ain't sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm so
sorry. You're sorry. Well, this is season 2, episode 11.
No, it's 12.
It's 12?
Yes.
Oh, I'll put 11 on it.
You put 11 on your It's okay.
It's so just remind me next week is 13. It's 13.
I got you.
Remind me. So what's up? What's up, sis? What's going on?
So I got a lot going on right now. I am actually going to, doing this filming thing and, learning as I go along. But your sister is going to be a script supervisor on another project coming up the end of this month. So I will be back on set, and I'm excited because I'm just absorbing so much. So and I got to give shout out to my bosses. They allow me the time that I need. They're like, where you going this time? Okay, go ahead, no problem. So they allow me the time to do the filming stuff. So I got that going on, and
so why don't you just explain what is or are the duties of a script supervisor?
Okay, so a script supervisor is not just the person that's there with the script, making sure the actors or the talents know their lines, during the time of the scene. Your script supervisor is that person that makes sure of every prop is in place, what prop is on what set. They are the ones that's like, okay, what does the actors have on? Or is that actor going to need that on in the next scene? How long does it take for that scene to take place? Your script supervisor, it literally can be like 6 people in one. And that script supervisor is all about the details. Every information that is collected from that script supervisor goes to the director, and it also helps with the editing process. So your script supervisor does a lot.
Let me ask you, whose job is it? Sometimes I'm watching TV and
Uh-huh.
I just see it like a strand of hair just sticking out from nowhere. And I'm like, no one sees this hair sticking out. Like, who's responsible for that?
So really just depends on the actual how big is the production. A lot of times they have hair and makeup there, and that hair and makeup person is there on set, and they're supposed to catch that. A lot of times, depending on the budget, you don't have a hair and makeup person, and it's literally could be your assistant director if they're not too busy doing other stuff, or your set person is at that point it could be anyone, but usually it's like your hair and makeup person that is there to like make sure everything is smoothed, over. But I'm that one that is something looks off when right before we do a take, I'm like, hey, do this, fix that.
I can't do that because I'm too detailed. I would get on people know they would kick me off the set.
But I get it, and
They would kick me off
you
the set.
start thinking about the fact that your audience is paying attention to certain things, so they'll pay
Especially
attention to
these
that.
HDTs, each whatever TVs where you can see the little grain of hair on the chin and whatnot. You can see everything, and I'll be like, no one sees this. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like 3 scenes later, and then it's gone. And I'm like, they in the same outfit, but now it's gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, okay.
Well, these are the things that when it's your time to do yours, these are the things that because you already know what you want to watch out for, because if you're seeing it, other people are seeing it. So you'll know right before you have your people start the camera rolling, you're gonna make sure everything is in place. So and unfortunately, when the scene is going on and something moves out of place, it ain't too much you can do because right now you're filming. It ain't like you can say, hey, stop, and then take the roller.
Now, I'm gonna be like, listen, if I tap my shoulder, that means just racially go like this. Well, Ken, I thought that maybe we could get together, do something like that. Say if I do like this, okay. Just I gotta give them signs. Give them signs on.
You gotta be right there for them to look at you because you right there in front of the camera. They looking at the person they're interacting with, so they may not see you do that.
That's true. I don't know. I gotta find a way to work it out.
Nature of the beast.
I know.
What you been up to?
Surviving this damn cold.
Listen, it's cold down here too.
That's it. That's all I'm trying to do.
I got you.
One day at a time. One day at a time, trying to survive this cold. You see, I don't went back to the I don't give a crap about the weather look. You know what I'm saying? I got my hat on. Shout out to Chosen. Where's she at? Renee. She made this hat. You know what I'm saying? So I got it on tonight. Isn't it nice?
It is.
So she made this hat on. She made this hat. So I got my hat. I'm back to wearing my hats. I had my wigs on last week. I was going to put my nails on this week, slowly inching into spring. I had the wigs on last week and I said I was going to do the nails this week. And then, next week, I was probably going to get a little more cute. Nah. We went right back to the baggy pants, the hats, no makeup, nothing. Okay. I ain't even order my contacts or whatever. I'm like, I'm back on the protest. I'm protesting weather. So
I got
that's
you.
about it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's about it. So other than that, what else I've been doing? I updated my website. I made it more colorful. Yeah, it's more colorful now. Yeah. So I did that.
Yes.
I'm almost finished my pitch deck for How Many.
Okay.
And then I just have to do the script. It's actually a short story that I wrote. It's part of a short story in my book, Excuses. Okay. And I was like, you know what? Because there was like rom-com or whatever. I was like, you know what? Because it's not really a comedy, it's just a romantic book. But I'm like, I could turn this into a comedy, So I said, let me take this. So I'm taking it into put it in script form or whatever. So that hopefully I'll have that ready by next week. I've been really off this last week. Yeah. Because I had to get, when you get a certain age and certain procedures that has to get done and all that kind of stuff. So I had my colonoscopy on Tuesday, and ever since last week, I couldn't eat this, couldn't eat that. I was a cranky ass, okay? I couldn't eat, and all you want is food. All you see is food, and you're like, oh my God, somebody was sending me pictures of food. If you don't stop sending me damn pictures of food, Like I could not wait. My greedy ass. I'm waking out the anesthesia. She's like, "You want some juice and cook?" I said, "Yes, 2 crackers, please."
Two, don't give me no one. Give me 2 packs.
Give me
Packs.
two. Give me
Don't play.
two. You know what I'm saying? Give me 2 packs of crackers. She said, "You want the crackers or you want the what's the one? Oh my god, what's the one?
The gram.
The grams. Yes, 2 of the grams, please. 2. Thank you." She was just laughing or whatever, and then it was fun. It was funny because it was like, well, they asked you all these questions. What's your name? What's your date of birth? What procedure? Why are you here? I said, because he about to violate me. You know me. I was being real stupid. I had everybody cracking up and everything. So that was about it. That's Renee. Hey, Renee.
Hey, Renee.
I got your hat on. Hey, girl.
Oh,
we got
you.
I guess
Hi,
that means
whoever
hello.
that is.
You know who this is?
I don't, but hello.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Yeah. So, but that's about it. So, other than that, I'm trying to think anything else going on. No, you know what I mean? Just still making she said, "Hey ladies," still making my digital products and stuff like that. And that's it.
All right.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing wrong with
I
that.
see. She said it's cute on your head, girl. I had to tighten it up so that it would sit down with the wig on and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It was. I done tried on 3 or 4. I had 3 wigs with this hat. 3 wigs until I found this one. I'm over it. I'm just over it. I'm just
It's gonna be all right. You almost at the finish line. Summer almost here. It's almost spring, summer.
Yeah, so
almost here.
So all right, we can get into our guests because I think we're gonna have a lot to talk about with our guests.
Oh yeah, I was excited.
You excited?
Yes.
Well, let me do the intro. So tonight we have Rasheed Myers, is a creative entrepreneur, producer, and brand builder based in North Carolina. As the founder of Collective Grind Enterprise, LLC, Rasheed develops innovative content across film, digital media, apparel, and live experiences designed to inspire creators to take action on their ideas. Kind of like what we do, right? A little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Build ventures such as Collective Wear, the Collective Vision, and the Spark and Conversation podcast. He provides platforms for artists, entrepreneurs, innovators to showcase their talents and connect with opportunities. Rasheed is also the visionary behind We Don't Wait, We Create, a network and collaboration movement dedicated to bring together actors, filmmakers, designers, musicians, and content creators who believe in building opportunities instead of waiting for them. His mission is to empower individuals to turn creativity into tangible results while fostering a culture of collaboration, ownership, and forward momentum. Woof! That's a lot.
Yeah, he's busy.
I know.
He's busy.
I know. Let's bring him on up. Bring him out.
Bring him out.
You know, we gotta get that sound bite. Bring him out. As
long as we make sure it's okay and there ain't no copyright issue. You know, everything nowadays is a copyright issue. So
yeah. You know what? I'm gonna make my own version. I'm gonna make my own version.
We
saw love. I saw love. I'm with it. I'm with it, y'all.
Look,
how y'all doing?
Our producer ain't here, so we're gonna have to clap it up for you. Clap it up.
Live clap, right? Yeah. Welcome.
Definitely appreciate you ladies having me on, yo. Definitely.
Thank you.
Well,
we got a lot to talk about. I'm so excited to have you on. Like your vibe and your energy is just like on 10,000, and I love it.
I appreciate that for real.
All right. Look, Deneen thinks she gonna sit back. She just gonna sit back. No, she ain't. She got questions too.
I got questions. I didn't have questions, but let me get my questions out. I'm going first too.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
You ready, Rob?
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. So number 1, what inspired you to create We Don't Wait, We Create? I like that movement. And what problem were you trying to solve for creatives?
Yeah, so I guess it was just that, right? So the actual we don't wait, we create is something that I would tell myself. It's almost like an affirmation because of the whole thing about everything I've been doing in this business. It's always looked like we've been looking for somebody to validate us, right? Or look for somebody to tell us that we're good enough, or look for someone to say, I'll accept what you bring, versus we understanding that the gift that we've been given is not necessarily for other people to tell us what to do with, right?
Mhm.
So with that being said, I just took it into my own hands to say, yo, instead of chasing, we attract. So we don't wait, we create is just that. Like we're not chasing a studio, we're not chasing a production company. We're not, and I'm not saying it in the sense of where, you know, it's a battle against them, right? No, it's a thing of saying to myself, like, why would I wait for them to tell me that I'm good enough to do something that's already inside of me to do? So that's what we do. We don't wait, we create. So that's basically why I came up with it. And the problem that I wanted to solve was, you know, for some reason, I think people have this grand idea that they could get to wherever they need to go by themselves. Like they're that good, and I just don't know, because I like to ask people this question all the time. I say, "Yo, for however the best player on any team that you know that wins a championship, tell me." Every player, can you name every player on the team? And most people cannot. Even people who are the best at remembering, and they the sports guys, they still don't know every member on the team. And I said, but you know what? They got a ring. And I said, because it's not about that. It's about the team. And whether you believe it or not, yeah, maybe those other six guys never get on the court in order to win the game, but they have to practice making sure that the first six guys that help win the game stay sharp. So either way it go, it's the team. It's not just LeBron. It's not just Kobe. It's not just Jordan, but it's the team. It's the people on every championship team, no matter what sport you play. There's guys on there that you don't have a jersey. You'll
Yep.
never know their name, but they got them rings. Like, for example, they was talking about how Jordan has 6 rings. Well, there's a player on the Chicago Bulls team that been there that whole run that nobody knows. He got 6 rings too.
Mm,
So
Yeah.
that's what we don't wait, we create is about. It's not so much about whether we want to buck the system. We're saying that we are the system.
I like that.
right. Okay.
We
I
are the
like that.
system. Yes, yes. Well, I love the idea that you have that it and that it's a movement itself. So, since we're already on this subject, because see, we're down here in North Carolina.
Right.
We're in North Carolina. And so we were talking backstage and we were talking about the fact of, what is it going to take for people to acknowledge filmmakers and creators here in North Carolina? You have Detroit that's doing their thing. We got
Right.
Atlanta that's doing their thing. You got, New York's always been doing their thing. But what do you think it's going to take for people to start looking at, we're in Raleigh or near Raleigh, RTP. What is it going to take
Right.
for people to start looking at here, North Carolina, Raleigh, Charlotte?
Right.
What is it going to take for us to start be talked about in those rooms?
Gotcha. Um, well, the quickest answer to that would be social media, right? So here's the thing. People don't support each other. And what I mean by that is that, you don't have to be a part of a project in order to support the project, because what people don't realize is that the more eyes that is put on a project in North Carolina, it shows the other projects that are being shown in North Carolina, especially for the people who support each other. So that's another reason why we don't wait, we create was created, because people have to learn how to use social media. Social media should be, everybody should be looking to monetize, right? Like nobody should be having a social media page just because they want to tell somebody about their day or about what they ate on their plate or what they little corny drink. That's not what it's about. Like they should be on there looking for a means to monetize. And what I mean by that is to say, like Crimson Vibes, right? Y'all got productions and stuff y'all doing. Collective Visions, I have stuff that I'm doing. Whenever I see your stuff come across the timeline, I share it,
Mhm.
right? I like it, right? Because all that's going to do is boost the algorithm. Now, once we get in the room together, or like this podcast that we're doing right now, now whenever these clips come out, we're tagging each other. Now, every time I like or support one of your joints, so is mine come up. And it's the
Yep.
same thing, right? It's only because we learn how to utilize it. Now, the whole thing about these social media platforms that people don't know, engagement is the key. So whenever we think about Texas or Detroit or Atlanta and all these things about how it looks like they're just running amok with the production and just putting things out.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that they do down there, even though it's really oversaturated in these areas, right? But the one thing that they do is that the actors will be in this person's production and they'll be in these other people's productions versus just saying, I'm only going to rock with this one person. The difference
Mm-hmm.
is they found a way to work together. In North Carolina, they just got to find a niche. How do people work together? Short form content. That's how we work together. Like, for example, I do the skits, right?
Yeah.
I do short films and skits. Do I have full length films? I do, right? But
Mm-hmm.
how do you get the audience? You got to build your audience up, right? And the most of all of us understand that what makes a great movie is scenes, not the whole movie, right?
Mm.
So whenever you thinking about skits and people look down on skits versus understanding that skits is a scene. And if
Yeah.
you can master the scene, you can master the movie. Because while people are putting out their whole projects right now, and I'm not saying that they're not going to do good, it ain't going to be great. I want everybody to be great. The good thing about what I'm doing now is that when I do put the movie out, they're going to know scene by scene. That thing going to be crazy because why? I perfected the scene first,
Got you.
right?
Yes.
So the crawl before you walk effect works for everything. It's just the fact that how many people are going to share the same mindset? Because if those people, we don't way we create, I want to get around the people who share the same mindset. I don't want to take another production's actors. I don't want to do nothing. I want to get you in the mind. If you saying to yourself that this is what I want to do, then I need to be around you.
Of
And
course.
this is what we're gonna do to help each other get to the next level. That's it. If you want that, that's if
Mm-hmm.
you want that. But if you don't want it, don't play with me.
Yeah.
So that's what that is, right? So that's why we don't wait. We create was created. Even though that wasn't the question, but that's what it's going to take for North Carolina is to get out their own way. First of all, most of the people that are here are not from here that are doing things. That's number one. So you can't necessarily say that the people out here that are doing it are just from here. It's just that the people that are here are not working together.
Mm.
So, and
Yeah.
social media is the easiest way to do that. We don't have to be in everybody. We don't have to be in each other's projects in order to work together. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. Hashtags and all of these other things, they solidify where you are, and it puts you in a particular space where if a production company is out here looking, or if a person is looking for validation on another level, if we want them to see it, how
Yes.
else are they going to see it? They're not going to see it just off of Raw One. They're not going to see it just off of Crimson Vibe. They're not going to see it just off of whatever. You know what I'm saying? They're going to see it because we all are being seen, and that's
I love
just the vibe.
I
Yeah.
love that. That is so true. So our North Carolina folks, like I'm not from here, but I live here, but our North Carolina folks, let's start, like you said, tagging each other on stuff. We got the power of social media. Let's use it. It's at our hands. So hashtag everything that's going on, hashtag Raleigh film, hashtag or whatever,
You
hashtag.
know what? I use the hashtag NC filmmaker, right? So
Mhm.
for everybody that's a filmmaker in NC, if they use that hashtag, that's the way that we can help move it around to the point where it's like, yo, that's a movement right there, right? And they will look and be like, "Yo, these people are not even in each other's productions." That's what we're saying. We're saying that we're in the area where you probably need to be. That's what we're saying. Like, put your eyes on this area because they're working over here. And
Yeah.
how we know is because whenever they go to social media, they see that movement. They see it, and also, you know, I was thinking about this too. Once people get out of the chasing money, like once they stop chasing money,
Yeah.
right? And once they realize that all they got to do is attract, like If you keep putting out the right energy for what you're doing, then you'll attract the money. Don't chase the dollar, right? Let the dollar come to you. Don't let nobody pay you 100 when you can make 1,000, right? Like, just don't do it. Let your time be the value. Your time should be the value, not somebody shouldn't be able to buy you. It shouldn't be that easy for people to pay for you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be going on the set because somebody said they're gonna give you $100. No, what that back end look like? What we doing? Like, how far are we going? Where are you moving this at? Are you going to monetize? Where are you putting this at? How can we work that out? Where's the way that we can make that happen? If you getting in this for that, then no, get a job. So that way
Mm.
you won't be bored,
Yeah.
right? You shouldn't be moving around because somebody could pay you. You should be able to pick and choose projects based on your morals and how you feel about the art.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But that's only if you're doing acting. But if you're doing music and stuff, you shouldn't be chasing a record deal when they need licensing for music. That's why we don't wait. We creators here. So if you're an artist, you should be there linking up with people who do movies because then your music can get more visual in the movie. Because now the people in the movie, the people who produce the movie, the people who are extras in the movie, and you is all now promoting you, and you're helping promote them. You got to look at it from that perspective, right?
And I don't think people look at the fact of, when you're a filmmaker, we are looking for music for the films. We are looking for, producers. We're looking for music. And I think we would love to support our independent music makers. We are looking for, I'm a stickler for this. When I make movies, I'll tell my actors, listen, you can't wear that name brand because we ain't trying to get sued. But we're looking for those designers who are like, it's like, hey, let me put your stuff in the movie. Hey, we'll give you a little something. We ain't rich like that. We'll give you a little something, but let's work together. And don't feel just
Exactly.
like, oh, I'm fashion, so I'm just going to stay here in fashion. Oh, I'm just going to stay here in music. It is literally about collaboration over competition.
We don't wait. We create. Exactly. Get
Love
in
it.
the building, get around other people, put your, because there'd be nothing to give out a few t-shirts, right? From my clothing line for another person that's doing it, right? Um, but then that's the vibe, right? The whole thing is why everything that I do got the word collective in it, right?
Yeah.
It should goes to show just my personality off top, right? It's like, yo, trying to collectively bring people together. Like nothing that I has my name attached to it as if that's just what the business is. It's a collective,
Yes.
right? So it's that, you know what I mean? So yeah, you hit the nail on the head with that one.
Awesome. Awesome. What you got, sis? What you got? You just
Shoot, I ain't
absorbing.
really got anything because I'm just sitting there. At one point, I forgot I was a damn host. I'm just like,
Listen, that's when you got some good shows with us when we could just kind of lean back and be like, listen,
you see, I'm laying back, listening on every
Uh,
word he's saying. Like,
just
yeah, he making sense. Yeah, that's
absorbing.
word. Oh, we supposed to be saying like,
that's so funny.
Look,
That's so dope.
get back into host mode now.
All right.
You done brought it in, bring it in, get back into
That's
host
so
mode.
dope.
oh, because I'm like, yeah. I feel like I'm just like I'm watching the podcast. Like, I'm like I'm not part of
How
it.
you watching your own podcast?
That's so funny. That's so funny.
Listen, that's what we got good
Because I'm not even
conversation
focused
going.
on me up there. I'm focused on him, what he's saying and listening. Like, yeah, this makes sense. All right. Okay, I'm back. Okay, and see. Okay, so for creators who feel stuck or overlooked, what's the first real step they can take to start creating opportunities for themselves today?
I would say, when it comes to that, like whenever I feel like when a person is stuck, it's only because they haven't figured out their thing yet, right? Like their purpose yet. And I think the one thing that people should do more so than not is to try. I couldn't necessarily say what they should try. I just think they should try, right? Like if that's their goal. Like if a person's goal is to say, yo, they want to be an actor, I think they should try. I think they should start off by filming themselves, self-taping themselves, either doing slides, like, they could always find a sides online, right? You can go up
Yep.
there and say, hey, I want movie sides or movie scripts or whatever. They'll pull it up and then they could self-tape themselves. They could start that way, right? Because auditioning nowadays, if a person is going that route where they want the agent or they want to get booked for stuff, then they have to self-tape anyway. So not only does that help them get stronger in developing the fear of, well, developing against the fear of being in front of the camera, it also helps them with practice of getting ready to self-tape if that's their goal. If a
Mhm.
person is such like a model, like for example, a woman feels like she has the look in order to be a model, I would tell her to make sure that she figures out what she wants to model. Is it what she has on her body or is it her body? You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
Because whenever a person says that they're a model, you gotta, what is it that you're modeling? Because when you guys get published, the people who get the callbacks be the photographers, not the models. You gotta remember it's what you got on that they trying to sell. They're not selling you. But it looks like women sell themselves, and that's the difference,
Right.
right? When it comes to the modeling part. So I would tell a woman if her aspiration is to model, then maybe to link up with a clothing brand, become a brand ambassador, and focus on that, right? Putting yourself in a position where you're marketing what's on your body and not just your body, right?
Yep.
And if you are a rapper or a singer or you play instruments and stuff like that, my thing would be, start like start. Like don't put yourself in a position where you feel like you cannot. Just start. Like, if you can't afford the studio, then buy the beats and rhyme a cappella, play the beats in the background in the car, get it going, because Justin Bieber got to where he was by singing, doing that exact same thing by doing covers on YouTube. So if he can get discovered and get all of these things going on by doing the same exact thing that I'm saying to a person to do, then don't reinvent the wheel. Just do it and be consistent. Number one thing out of anything that before I even pick whatever genre it is consistency,
Yeah.
right? Like anything in life, you're gonna have to be consistency. You're gonna have to learn how to control your emotions. Emotional intelligence is gonna be your biggest tool in your toolbox, right? Because people going to tell you no, people not going to show up, and you're not going to always feel good. But guess what? You're going to have to keep going each and every time. Like you are not going to be able to call in sick. You are not going to be able to take the day off.
Yes.
So consistency is the number one thing that you got to make sure. So put yourself in a position to be consistent. Start with something. At least start with your body if you can't start with nothing else. Be consistent with your health. Find a way to put yourself in a position where consistency is your goal, and
I love
everything
that.
else will work itself out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I like that idea about. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. I don't even want. I never wanted to be an actor, actress, or whatever. But just for the hell of it, because I thought that was a good idea. I'm gonna find me a script, and I'm gonna learn the lines, whatever, and I'm gonna self tape myself doing that script like that.
Come on.
That.
And you could do it different ways. Like, listen, you could do it in different emotion. Do it one way, then come back, do it the angry way, then come back, do it a calm way, then come back, try to find a comic relief way. Like, this is you figuring out how to deliver, right? You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you get into practice, and not only are you doing more than what another person is doing, you're trying,
Right, right. I
right?
like that. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that.
I
I'm
do
gonna do that.
too. I love that. And for anybody out there that's a musician, listen, it's nothing wrong with doing karaoke either. Go to karaoke with your girls, let them record you singing
There you
or
go.
rapping or whatever, and hey,
Get it
listen, it
popping.
can happen. It can
Get it
happen.
popping.
Yeah.
Get it
Right.
And
popping.
look, that's like the cheaper way of doing it if you really think about it. Somebody there, you might have paid $10 to get in wherever you had to get in. You know the song, sing it and have them record you singing it. Boom. There
There
you
you
go.
go. Facts.
All right. I have a question for you. So you have built platforms across film, apparel, and media. How do you decide which ideas are worth executing and which ideas you might need to let go of or file it, in the drawing, come
You
back
come
to it
back.
at a later time?
Yeah, so I kind of have an issue with that. Like, I really don't know. I think for me, the overall umbrella for me is just creativity, right? It's not
Mhm.
just music, it's not just film, it's not just apparel, right? It's creativity. So for me, all of those things that I name that I do is a part of that. So for me, it's not so much that I need to focus on one to become an expert at one. For me, it's just in me, right? So I would say this, right? So when it comes down to music, I have um I have music now that is still doing really good, right? I haven't put out no new music in like 3 years, right? But the music that I did put out is still doing really good, right? And it's so many times that I be wanting to say, yo, I want to get in the studio. I need to go. I want to do some new. I want to do some new. I find myself listening to beats and I'm like, yo, all right, bet I'm ready to get in the studio. And then, you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, I know that, okay, so I'm going to have to really sit down
Mhm.
and put everything else out the way to focus on these records if that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So what I've been doing is I've been putting all of the, podcast is consistency every Tuesday, 8 o'clock. I'm on point, right? So that's podcast. The gear, right? The collective wear. I gotta have something to wear. So every day, you know what I'm doing? So every few days, I'm in my lab making these shirts, putting it together, right? Because
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do, either that, I'm gonna go to somebody's store and buy it. So you know what I mean?
Might as
So
well
that's
make
that. You know
yes.
what I mean? Might as well make it and might as well make it
Mhm.
available for other people. Right.
That's
All right. So the third thing with the skits and the content, look, when I get people on set, we we work it be the matter of about a good 3 hours. I
mhm.
probably get about a good 15, 20 pieces of content out of them 3 hours of just skits at
That's
three
what's up.
minutes because that's how many people they come in, they get that work in with me, right? So it's not every day that I have to do everything.
Mm.
I just have to do it when I'm doing it, right? Like, do it. Don't play around with it. When I do Tuesday, when I do the podcast on Tuesday, Wednesday editing, that's it, right? But then when it comes down to these skits and all that, I gotta have time to imagine and think of these things before I even get on set and all that other stuff. So
Right.
I need that time. So I can't be every day doing something. And I think that's the misconception that a lot of people think. They think that they gotta do every single day. You gotta work on your stuff every day, but it ain't gonna be all day. Like you should not be busting around talking about I'm spending 20 hours on one project. Then that ain't for you.
Yeah.
Cause when it's in you, you
Knock it
mm,
out.
mm, you're not playing. You don't procrastinate. You don't put something off tomorrow that you could do today. You you do it, right?
Right.
And you don't play with time. That's another thing. You don't play with time. If you're a person that enjoys sleep, this ain't for you. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna have to get up early. You need that. You listen. You're gonna have to get up early. Now I understand you know you might want to stay late, but you gotta get up
Yep.
early.
Early.
People don't realize how much that window of 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. You
Mm-mm.
don't know how much of your day can be taken care of just between those hours that'll free up the rest of your day. That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a person that's not afraid to tell yourself that you want more than what you got. That's it. You gotta be able to talk to yourself. Don't be afraid to talk to yourself.
I love
Wow. I
I
love
love
that. So don't be afraid to talk to yourself. And there's nothing wrong with wanting more. So whoever out there needed to hear that. Look, yeah, yes, yes.
me.
Yeah,
I
talk
can
to
admit,
yourself.
I can admit that. Yeah,
Yeah, talk to
yeah.
yourself. Don't be afraid to talk to yourself because, at the end of the day, you know you. right? And you know what you're willing to do and what you're not going to do. You know that small voice in your head keeping you from really doing what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? We allow excuses to run our lives, right? And like no, excuses don't pay bills.
Right.
So we can't allow excuses to keep us from, I had a guy on my platform and he's what he calls a resistance coach. And what he does is he teaches people how to block the resistance that you come up with in your mind for things that you know that are inside you to do. Because what other people do is they don't recognize it as resistance. Some people call it the devil, right? So what people would say is the devil is why I can't get something done, when technically it's just your mindset.
Right. 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 I hear that. You telling it, Rob. You are definitely telling it. Okay.
Wow. When
Back to
you
my
really
back
think
to the
about it.
show, because I feel like we just, I mean, I know we say we sit around and we kicking it, but it's still a show, and you making us forget it's just it's a show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
My
we had
bad.
to reel it back in.
I know,
Stevie
right?
was on not too long ago, and he said, "Hey, everyone, sorry, Stevie, we are like engulfed in the conversation. We are
Yes.
absorbing knowledge, and so sorry, Stevie. Hey, in YouTube
Thank you for
land,
watching, because he's on every week watching us. We
yes, he
appreciate it.
is. Yes, he is.
And
Wow.
Renee, thank you, Renee. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh man. Okay.
So, all right. So I got a fun question. All right. So you got film, digital media, you got the apparel, you got music, you got podcast, you got skit, you got all of that, right?
Right.
I need you to pick one.
Woo-hoo.
Your favorite. It could be your favorite, whatever. I just need you to pick one.
Out of all things or just those things?
Those things. Well, those are the things that you said that you do. Is there
Okay,
more?
so out of all those things, if I had to pick one, as if to not do any of the other ones,
No,
ooh.
no, no, no. You can still
Oh,
do
oh,
them.
oh,
No,
just
this is
which
just
one?
saying for
Okay.
right now. Just pick one.
I you know what? I never thought about that. I don't know. I
And
guess I
you got
would
to pick
say
one.
my podcast. I would say the podcast.
Podcast. Okay.
Yeah, because I think out of everything that I do, the podcast is so much of my purpose is because it allows other people
Okay.
to have a voice,
Okay.
right?
So,
Because I would pick that because I guess being in service to others is something that I enjoy to do. I
Mm-hmm.
enjoy doing that, right? Like I enjoy that. I enjoy including. I enjoy um just the whole thought process of being a part of someone's like excellence, right? So I would say the podcast if I
okay.
had to
So
pick
we're
one.
gonna go with the podcast. So now
I
we
like
got the
that.
podcast.
I like that. I like that.
Three. Give me three people that you would love to be on your podcast. Any three people, alive, dead. Well, we're gonna pretend that they're alive. They could be on the podcast. But anybody,
Three
give me
people.
three people.
If I
Give me-
if three people that I would like to have on my podcast, being that it's like a conversation based joint, I think one of them would definitely be. I would love, for me personally, I would love to have this conversation. I would love to have this conversation with the. I would love to have this conversation with the president right now. I would love to have a conversation with him, only based on the whole situation with the 123 to 3 vote against making slavery one of the greatest crimes against humanity, and the United States voters voted against that. I would love to have that conversation as to you know what would drive America to vote against that, making that one of the greatest hate crimes that ever took place in humanity. The second person that I would love to talk to if I had the opportunity would be 50 Cent. I think only reason why I think I would like to speak to him is based off of Triumph from Tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to talk about that story more so. Like the mindset it took from him to come from that space of the non-shots to the confidence that he knew he would succeed from that,
Mhm.
right? So him. The third person that I would like to talk to if I could, and you said that are alive. if it was somebody, dead, I mean, I guess we could go with that one. I picked that one. Look, I would like to talk to Harriet Tubman
Okay.
if I
Okay.
had that opportunity. You know why? Because I would like to figure out who was the people that helped her along, who allowed the people to be able to maneuver up that Mississippi like they did without getting caught. Who was her help? How
Mm-hmm.
did she know them? How did you meet them? Because we know they were all Caucasian. So what was it about them and you in that story that you was able to connect to them and let them know that you was bringing people with you?
Mm-hmm.
So those would be the three that I would love to have those basic conversations with if I had an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But we
Okay.
know I wouldn't be able to get Harriet. But the
Well, I
other
mean,
ones, I
yeah,
would love to have those conversations.
All right. Well,
that was
we
good.
gon' speak it into existence. You never know who watching this, who might be able to say, "Hey, listen, this guy want to talk to you." I think you really
Let's
need
put
to.
it on. Let's get it
Yeah,
popping.
there you go.
Exactly,
Let's
right? You
go.
never know.
Let's go.
You never know.
Okay. All right. My last question before rapid fire. As a brand builder, how do
Mhm.
you stay authentic while expanding into multiple ventures without diluting your own identity? How do you stay true to yourself?
Yeah, and for me, you know what it is? I think it's that whole mindset of not seeking validation. Not being afraid to not be accepted by everyone. I think that's the thing, right? Like understanding that people have choices, right? And people all have likes and dislikes. And I just want to be in the places that people like. So I think that's the motivation behind it, right? Just put myself in a position where the people who do like it and not worry about who won't.
Mm,
Staying. I think that's the easiest job that people have, but the hardest thing that they have is to be themselves, right? Because growing up as men, I know it's a little different for you ladies, but as men, they taught us to be everything but ourselves. Don't cry. You ain't this. You got to be that. Be a man. Take this. Be provider. Be everything but who you are.
Right. That is so true.
So, whenever you start to realize who you are, you figure yourself out. Now you got to battle through trauma to get there. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
we 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 go through too much trying to figure out who our identity is just because we do so much trying to please people, before us or over us or whatever that thing is that we don't be ourselves. And that's the hardest and the easiest thing for us to do because who we are is who we are.
Yeah.
But it's hard because we want people to accept us, and that's where the seeking and validation come in at. And so for me, I got past it. You know what I mean? Like my beard started graying at 26.
Mm.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? So it wasn't that I didn't feel a need that I wanted to fit in. I just felt like insecurity was too expensive. It costs too much to be
Ooh.
insecure. You know what I'm saying? Like just to
Wow.
be walking around dying my shit just because I want to look like some. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. I ain't mean. That's just how I talk. Pardon me, y'all. I'm sorry,
You all
but
right?
I ain't want to walk around dying my stuff just because I wanted to look like something. I figured, it's expensive to not be yourself. So this is it. If I gotta change it, it's because I'm filming. I'm working. But when you see me every day, you're gonna see me. It's what you get. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want it, then you don't want it, man. Or whoever. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
I like.
Go do what you do.
You don't want it, ma.
No. Oh, I got you. And you know what? It's funny because I think
Oh,
if you think about our parents, think about your grandparents. They're the ones that told your parents, like, you got to do this. In order to make it, you need to be a doctor, lawyer, engineer. You need to do this. And then
Right.
I'm going on 50, then, for us, it's like, you got to do this in order to make it. You got to go to college, then you got to go get your master's and your bachelor's.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you're going to have
Yeah.
all this debt. But after
Yeah.
that, then you can get an entry level job as a lawyer. And then hopefully you can go up the scale depending on what kind of law you go in. And so
Right.
now here we have a lot of people, and I'm one of them in our 50s. And it's like, now it's time for me to tap into my creative. And it's like,
Mm.
dang, I wish I would have tapped into this when I was younger, when I first had that black and white composition
Mm,
book, and I was writing all these stories down. I wish I would have took those stories and did something with it. But now it's like
right.
I'm 50 years old and I'm new on production stats, and I'm like I should have been doing this. You know,
Nah, but nah, but I don't know because this is the thing about age and time, right? Like it's a construct. It's not really real. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a thing, yo. We date ourselves. We put ourselves in a box, right? We tell ourselves no, right? Because it ain't. I don't. I wouldn't necessarily say that because I think right now where you are, you in a position right now where you in the most economical space of independency when it comes to filming, right? Because think about it. Before COVID, you wasn't getting in nowhere unless you wasn't on somebody's studio or if you didn't get
exactly.
nobody validation.
Very
You know what
true.
I'm saying? But since COVID and people's cell phones and people's creativity kicking in, now you in a space where now you don't have to worry about selling yourself or bad contracts and things that you probably would have just put yourself or allowed yourself to get into if you would have jumped out there back then, right?
Yeah.
Remember, Skid Row in California. Now they talk about these two places in the world where they say that the most wealthiest places in the world is two places that they say that. One of them is a cemetery, right? Because of all the gifts and talents and things that died with the people who never took the chance to see if they parachute worked by not jumping, right? And
Mm,
then you got Skid Row, right? Of all the people who went out there with a dream
yeah.
but not a vision, and then they got caught and they got caught up in the lifestyle and not caught up in life. And so now you got Skid Row. Everybody on Skid Row is talented in some type of way. I'm talking about the most talented people in the world are in Skid Row because they all went to try to chase Hollywood. And then you see that, right? So whenever we kind of think about these things, we got to remember the things that are in us. It was given to us it wasn't something that we had to look for. We didn't have to search for it or anything. But the moment we go look to giving it away to somebody else is the moment that we lose it because we don't appreciate it. God gave us that gift. We shouldn't be running to try to give it away to a movie producer, a movie studio, a record company. We shouldn't be giving our gift away to these people for them to exploit that. We should be able to use our gift for exactly what it is. Now, if it's money that people need, we got to find a way to figure that part out because that's the only reason that people jump out the window and give themselves away. Men and women got this thing where they keep being against each other, right? They talk about women's body counts. Like men don't have the same amount of body counts by bad decisions because of money.
Oh.
It's
Mm,
just that the body count may not be physical, but
mm.
decisions over money, what's the difference,
Wow.
right? So I tell everybody the bill is people's God right now. People are controlled by the bill. And that's why they like that because they won't work together. We shouldn't be splitting. Nobody should be having to pay the whole of anything. I don't care what your gender is. Assets should be taking care of our responsibilities. We shouldn't be paying for none. The assets should be paying for it because that's what the other people do.
This
Things
is
people
true.
don't talk about. Yeah,
So
that's
this
true.
is what this stuff. So whenever people say, "Well, which one would you do?" I'm saying, "Wow, everyone, the clothes asset, podcast asset, the filming an asset, the music an asset. Why would I not do them all?"
Yeah.
Somebody
Mm,
tell me. Name one millionaire who ain't got a portfolio that's diversified with more than one stream of income. Somebody tell me that.
right.
Name one person that they feel like is successful that only got one thing and that's all they do. Tell me, show me, and then I'll tell a person I'm only going to do. But
Some
until
yeah,
then,
do them
yeah,
all. Yeah.
podcast, filming, yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely,
Yeah.
and a few more, like and other stuff, like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like what we doing? Like
Yeah.
facts.
Okay.
So whenever a person come in, they say, "Yo, you ain't got time." No, you ain't got time. I ain't got time. You ain't got time. Because most people will do that for people like us that are doing something. People outside that are not on our same level will be trying to battle for time, saying we ain't got time for them. No, you ain't got time for me. Because if you do something, if you be a part of what I got going on, there's no time missing. You don't have to be in front of the camera. Why don't you carry a bag or something? Why don't you set up a light? Why don't you break down something? Why don't you do something?
And at least we're still spending time together.
Right?
Very true. Very true.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. We got time for a real quick rapid fire, sis.
We got time.
Okie dokie. Are you ready?
Let's roll.
All right, here we go. So just fun segment, but just rapid fire. You ain't gotta explain it. Just pick one or the other. Creator or consumer?
Creator.
Film set or live event?
Film set.
Mhm. Early morning or late nights?
Both.
You gotta pick one.
Early morning.
I was just going to say, you just said from 5 to 9.
I guess that is still late night too. So yeah, early morning.
One word to describe your grind.
Focused.
Okay. All right. Biggest motivation, impact or legacy?
Biggest motivation. My children.
One thing every creative should invest in.
God.
All right, love that. Collaborate with 10 small creators or one big name.
10 small creators.
Love it. Favorite way to reset when burnt out.
A blunt. My bad. My bad.
Listen. No, right. Listen.
No judgment. Ain't no judgment.
Ain't no judging on this end. All right. Last question. Finish this. Success means blank.
Oh, success means believing in yourself and not allowing anybody else to tell you who you are.
Yes.
That's
Love
it.
it.
That's
Love
it.
it. That was good. That was so good.
That was good.
so
That was
good.
definitely good. That was definitely good.
Love that. Okay. Okay.
All right. Well, I was going to ask the question, but before I could even ask the question, somebody else asked the question. And it's Stevie, brother, we need to connect. Would love to keep in touch. How can I follow you? Tell
Right.
the people where they can find
Yeah.
you.
So on any social media platform, you just use the hashtag RAH1, RAH and the number 1. Yeah, I put it in the comments. Right. And if you put that hashtag in, you'll find me. So on Facebook or any of those places, you put that in, you'll find me. And yeah, just connect with me, DM me, and we just go from there. You know what I'm saying? We'll make something shake. Word.
Love it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, sis, you got something else before I asked about this event he got coming up?
Nah, go ahead, sis. Go ahead. You got it.
So, for the event that you have coming up on the 18th,
Yeah.
are you still accepting doing RSVPs from people? Are you still accepting?
Yeah.
If so, how can people send RSVP for that event?
I guess he get ready to tell us, right? Oh,
Yep.
the
There you go.
collectiveevents.net.
All right. So with that being said, like the collectiveevents.net, you could go in there, you could RSVP. And then what's going to happen is the Friday, the 17th, I'm going to send out the address because it's a private residence and we only want people there that's supposed to be there or that want to be there, right? I always got to let people know when it comes down to creatives and things like that, that this is not a space where I'm trying to take from people, right? So this is a free event to attend. So if you don't show up, it's because you ain't who you are. That's just the whole thing. So RSVPing is saying that I'm going to be there. That's your commitment, right? So you go on the collectiveevents.net, go ahead and RSVP, and boom, I put you on, and we'll get you in the building.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. It's gonna be a dope event. I'm excited. I'm excited. I will be in the building. Deneen, I'll just FaceTime you so you can be in the building with us. I got you. Just go We're gonna have a Zoom call in. It's like this is Deneen. Right
Look,
here.
she gonna have on that scarf and a bubble coat, and we gonna have on t-shirts and shorts. We gotta
That's
make
right.
sure we gotta make sure we show her that we weather appropriate too down here.
You ain't got
And
it.
so she
That
be-
was very disrespectful, Ron. That was very disrespectful. You might be right, but that was very disrespectful. One thing I also can't stand is I can't stand air conditioning. If I'm not hot, I don't want cold air blowing on me. So listen, I
That's so
chalk it up.
funny.
I would say I would chalk it up to being getting old, but I was always like that. I just, don't like the cold, don't like air conditioning, and it's funny because, we be in the car when it finally gets warm and in the car, be like, oh, can you put the AC on? Hell no. I waited 9 months for this heat to hit me in my face when I'm driving. You better suck it up because we ain't putting on no AC. All right, put that sunroof
And
open up.
I bet how people be like, I ain't
window.
riding with you. How many people
don't
tell you
ride
they
with
ain't
me.
riding with you?
Huh?
They be like, I'm not riding with Deneen.
But my brother now, when we go down south, when we go to North Carolina for our family reunion, he be AC. Nah, I want this country air. Open up the windows. I need this. Give me that country air. I love it.
Hey, nah, right around June and July, we be somewhere looking for that AC down here, yo. That heat is a little bit different.
It really
I love it.
is.
I
A
love
little
it.
bit
I love
different.
the heat. Trust me, I love it. I was born in August and during the heat wave, so I
Oh,
love it.
gotcha.
Yes, that's
That
it.
makes
She's
sense.
used to it.
That makes a
Yes.
lot of sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I'm a
So
summer
for
baby.
this event, is there anything that you think creators should bring with them? There are some that are kind of new and they don't know, hey, bring your business card or whatever form of. Yeah, what do you think people should bring with them so
Um,
that they can
I
connect?
think business cards always is the vibe, right? Because when you connect with people on social media, a lot of times their name is not their name, like like or whatever. And so especially on Instagram, like that's the one thing. You go on Instagram, you meet a person, they say their name is Brad, and then when you go on there, it's B Dub 332. I'm like, yo, I would have never remembered that, fam.
But
So
I'm looking
I
for Brad and not
yeah, I'm
B-Dub.
looking for Brad and you beat Dub 23. I'm like, yo, I ain't know that was you. So I'm saying like business cards always is the vibe. Like they will never go out of style. Don't let nobody tell you that business cards will ever be played out. They'll never be played out. Because the one thing about it, a business card will have your name on it, should have your socials and what you do. So a person got your business card, it should be exactly if you whatever it is, they should be able to pull out that business card and say, okay, I'm gonna contact them because this is what they do. Not pulling out your phone and then just following people on Instagram and Facebook and then trying to remember the people once you get a connect. So for me, I like to do a thing where when people come out to an event and they meet me, I would say, yo, let's follow each other, but DM me right now. DM me right now and put this event title in the joint. Boom, I'm gonna put you in a group. That way I know to go right to you because I met you here. That's the way I do it so people won't feel bad because a lot of people don't have business cards, which they should, but they don't. So in order for me to still make the connection, that's what I've been doing. But I would say bring business cards if you have it. If you don't, that's cool. Just be prepared to do, whenever you link with somebody on social media, DM them right there.
Yeah, that's
right
good.
there on the spot.
And then for
Good
those
advice.
who don't have business cards, and a lot of times it's really quick, but if you get what is it called? The electronic card, like dot, I think,
Yeah. Dot.
and so you can scan, they tap the card and they get all your information.
Yeah.
So
and
I know
that's
for
good
anybody
too.
that's going to the event, you probably got enough time to get the dot card and do that. So go ahead on and get that if you don't already
I'm
have
glad you said I gotta update mine too, because I have one. I gotta update mine.
it.
Yeah, do that. And then, for other people too, it's just smart, like, create a QR code too, you know what I mean? But and it'll get people back to where they need to be, create a QR code, that'll be easy too, because you can just have that on your phone, pull it up, somebody scan it and boom. The thing is though, like I said, the number one thing is that if you're gonna connect with people on social media, just DM them. Right then and there, right? And then, just so you would know yourself, like, yo, this is where I met them at. This is what it is when you go back through your messages. That's the only thing I think people fail at with networking, right? They don't do that part. And they follow each other, but the
You don't
next day or
follow up.
2 days after, it's like, yo, who are you? I
Yeah.
forgot. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
that thing.
So
So
that's
I would suggest that anybody that come to the event, just have business cards. If you don't have business cards, it's cool. Just be prepared to, DM a person. Don't just go from person to person. Try to take your time networking. That way you can make sure that you link in with the right people and not just everybody. You know what I mean? Because
very true.
you're gonna have people out there that's gonna be pulling people different ways. Just respect, that part. Just know that that's what it's about. And, don't be afraid to DM people right then and there.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Got it.
All right. All right. Well, I has nothing else. That was good. I'm just like absorbed in a whole bunch of information. So, but
I
I'm
felt like he
excited.
gave me homework and whatnot. I gotta go create the whatchamacallit, the script thing. I gotta do that. I gotta update my time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never did a podcast and I got homework. What's up with that?
That's so funny.
But that's
That's so
good.
funny. That's good
That's
though, man.
good.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good,
That
y'all.
is good, right?
Yeah.
That is good.
Facts.
Yes, yes, and I
Yeah.
love it. Yes, I love it.
Wow.
Well, Rob One, thank you so much for
Thank you
being
so
a
much.
part of
Yeah, man.
our podcast. Listen, if some people, if they didn't learn nothing else from this one, then they just lost. That's all.
I feel
I
you.
said back in the
I
day,
feel
they
you.
lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying?
All
They don't know what's going on because there's no way that you could not be watching this and not be moved or inspired some kind of way of all that you have said. And I know I am. So I
Yeah.
definitely
Facts.
appreciate it.
Me too.
No
Me
doubt, no
too.
doubt. I'm thankful, man. So grateful for y'all having me on. I
Yeah.
appreciate y'all, especially, helping me highlight the event. That's really big. So thank y'all so much for sharing y'all platform. I want to get y'all on mine. I'm kind of booked up till May. So when it get closer to it, I'm gonna hit y'all up so we can schedule something in. You know what I'm
That's fine.
saying?
I probably won't be bundled up by then, But
I don't know. You
It'll
know,
be a
y'all,
little
they
warmer
probably,
now.
y'all probably won't get hot till August. Now I'm just playing.
you
But
ain't lying,
hopefully-
but you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Yeah, but hopefully y'all'll be good by then. Yeah. What fam
Hopefully.
say?
Yes.
He said he's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and it stay hot. Okay, yeah. Well, I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Well,
Right.
yeah, Rob, we're gonna have to have you on here after the event so you could tell people how.
Yeah.
So we'll have you back on here as well.
I'm down. Just let me know. We'll make it shake.
Yeah, well, he's gonna be an honorary cousin. He's gonna be back again. He's an honorary cousin.
We
All
listen.
right, I'm with
We
it.
have certain people that we just kind of collect, and they just become honorary cousins of the show. So
I'm with
we
it.
got
I'm
you
with
in
it. It's,
that
yo,
family.
listen.
And
Family
you
is
know
good.
what?
Family is
You know
good.
what? You a first cousin.
That's
All
right.
right.
That's what's up.
Oh, word.
Right.
I'll
Oh,
take that.
word.
I'll take that. You know, that mean I'm invited to the cookout. I'll
That's
take
right.
Exactly.
Right.
Word.
Cousin
Right.
Pete.
You were on the
Cousin
first
Pete comes to
invites
the
to go
cookout.
out.
Yes.
Right.
I'm with that. I'm definitely with that. That's so fly.
Listen, you get the first piece of chicken off of the grill.
Yo,
Oh, what an honor.
y'all might want to end the show because we don't want nobody to get upset. Because when they talk about chicken and black people, that could kind of turn into something else. I don't want y'all getting no hate mail. So look, to the people watching, listen, they
All
talking
our people
hypothetically at the cookout. All right, y'all don't get
Right,
mad over that chicken, yo, for real. Sheesh. You cannot play with people and chicken, yo. What? Who? What?
It's all good. It's all good. Well, wow, thank
Right.
you so much.
But
We
again,
look forward
definitely, y'all.
to
Thank y'all
having
so
you
much,
again.
man.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
We
All right.
certainly
Thank
do.
y'all.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Have a good one.
I'll see you next
Yeah,
week.
y'all too. Always. See you next week. All right.
Yep.
All
Peace,
right.
y'all.
Bye-bye.
All right. Peace.
Oh my God. He is, oh my God. He is something
A
else. I
wealth of
love him.
knowledge.
Yes.
A wealth of knowledge.
Yes. And a smooth talker. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
he delivered smoothly. You know what I'm saying?
It's like I'm thinking about it now. But
Right.
that was a real smooth delivery as well. But I'm thinking about it now.
Exactly. Steve said, you guys have great nights getting back to work on my pitch deck and screenplay. Yes, playing with the
Get it,
power.
Steve.
Yes.
You got this. You got this. We can't wait for you to come back to us and say, hey, somebody picked up my thing. Yes. Love it.
Got it. We appreciate it. Well, we appreciate
I gotta work
all
on
the
mine,
likes,
too.
loves, comments. people watching. It was definitely a good show. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. This is the first time like I literally got caught up in the show and forgot that I was hosting the show.
You was like this. You was like,
Right? I was like, I think when a comment popped up that I showed, I was like, "Oh wait, are you the host? You know, you better get back into it."
You was into it.
I love it. That's how you do. I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's
Well,
so
before we go, sis, you know what?
All righty. We got to do a couple of things. So, first and foremost, if you have something that you do and you want to let the world know what it is, why not join us on the Shameless Plug podcast? To become a guest, send us a short bio and a picture of yourself, and you can send that to the Shameless Plug Podcast 25 at gmail.com. So please join us. Share a light on the hustle that you have going on.
Exactly.
And we haven't done this in a while, but we have to say thank you to Squirrel Vision Network. We haven't done it in a while, so gotta give shout outs to them. They picked up the podcast, so you can go back and you could take a look at all of our previous videos and tell us somebody else about it. They got a lot of different stuff on this.
We might be a little behind because the engineer hasn't really been doing their work and uploading the videos.
Okay. Well, still go to watch our stuff. Oh,
that's Tom. You know, Tom Badass. You know, that's his responsibility. Okay. But since he ain't been around,
that's okay. All right, but still, you know, I know. But still, go back and watch the rest of our some of our old stuff. I gotta give a shout out. I don't know, y'all can't see my shirt, but listen. Do you see this? See my shirt?
STM Story
Telemedia.
Okay.
So, Tamika, my sister from Brownsville, Brooklyn. Tamika, this is her company, so this is her shirt. So I am representing Storyteller Media, Tamika Melvin. You know,
shout out to Tamika.
You know, she's an author. She is a screenwriter. We'll be working on her first production next month. So shout out to you, sis. I'm excited about everything that you got going on. And we gotta say thank you to Coach.
I'm gonna have to move to North Carolina so I can get my stuff to do.
Come on. Come on.
I'm gonna have to.
Yes. You just need to come on down here and be like, oh, all right, Deneen, what we working on now? Before you know it, Deneen gonna be popping out movie after movie after movie because she down here with MFA production company. So and we're gonna produce all of your movies for you. So you be like, see, I was in New York and I ain't do nothing.
It soon come. It is. That retirement is right around the corner.
Right around the corner. It's coming.
It's a couple of blocks away.
That's okay. You know. We'll be here in the lights. What's that? The light. We'll have the lights on for you. We'll have the lights on for you when you get here, right? Yes.
That's a country saying, you know.
Yeah.
You coming down north. You coming up north, they tell you down south. Yeah, we have the lights on for you when you get here.
That's right.
Yes. All right, sis.
Okay. It's time for you to go.
Yeah. I don't know. I got some things. We gotta talk offline, and we'll talk offline and whatnot. Okay. But other than that, everyone, thank you. And guess what? We will catch you guys next Thursday at 8:00. All right. It's been a pleasure.
Welcome to the Shameless Plug with Crimson Vibes and Deneen's Creative Mind.
We spotlight the real, no shame in the game. Two queens with the mic calling out your name. From side hustle dreams to headline steam, we raise your voice, we build your team. We don't whisper, we amplify. Your story's power can't touch the sky. This ain't luck, it's divine design. You show up and we align. This is the Shameless Plug, we show you love. Co-sign, you shine like stars above. Dinner trend, Deneen, the dream tag team. Plug plugged in, turned up, shameless and supreme. Let him watch you break the mold. Your biz, your brand, your story too. You're next, you're bold, the space is yours. We open paths, unlock new doors. No filters needed, just your flame. We hype your purpose, speak your name.
This is the Shameless Plug.